Let's go over the concepts of quality, quantity, and distribution and look at a couple examples of how you might see these concepts show up on a test. Let's look a little bit more closely at the concepts of quantity, quality, and distribution. Quantity is a measure of the amount. Quality is the measure of the nature of the sentence. And distribution is a measure of what is being said about members of the class. Distribution is probably the trickiest concept of the three, but I'll do my best to give a quick overview of it here. So when we're talking about quantity, how many entities is the statement making a claim about? Is it making a claim about everything or just particular things? So A and E claims are all or no. So these are universal claims. They're making a claim about every single P. And I and O claims are both some, so that's why they're particular. Some claim about some particular S. Quality is either positive, negative, affirmative, negative, SRP, or non-RP, so we can see why A and I are affirmative and E and O are negative. Next is distribution, and distribution refers to whether a claim is being made about all members of a class. If you have trouble understanding that concept, one thing you can remember is that universal claims always distribute their subject, and negative claims always distribute their predicate. This means that A claims distribute just the subject, E claims distribute both, I claims distribute neither, and O claims distribute just the predicate. I encourage you to think more deeply about why this is the case. So again, what distribution refers to is whether the statement in question makes a claim about every single member of a class. And when I'm talking about a class, subjects and predicates refer to a class. So when we represent a statement on a Venn diagram, each of the circles represents a class of objects, a set of objects. So if we represent an A that says all S are P, it looks like this. So the circle on the left represents the S class, and the circle on the right represents the P class. So let's see if we can understand why each term in each given statement is distributed. So remember, an A claim distributes only the subject because universal claims distribute the subject. So why is this the case? Well, A claims make a claim about every member of the S class. It tells us that every member of the S class is included within the P class. It doesn't make any claims about every member of the P class. That's why only the S class is distributed. E claims make a claim about every member of the S class, saying that they're separate from every member of the P class. They're also making a claim about every member of the P class, saying that they're all separate from every member of the S class. That's why E claims distribute both the subject and the predicate. I claims doesn't say anything about every member of the S class nor every member of the P class. That's why they distribute neither. And an O claim distributes only the predicate. And if we can see here, the circle on the right is all distinct from that little X that's there on the left. So every member of the P class is separate from at least one S class instance. So the O claim is making some claim about every member of a P class. That's why P in O claims is distributed. So we can see here, if the statement makes a claim about every member of a class, that class is distributed. That's why A distributes S, E distributes S and P, I distributes neither, and O distributes only P. So there's a little bit more for you about what distribution amounts to. And if you forget which claims are distributed, just try to run through that logic of whether the sentence makes a claim about every member of a class. Let's look at an example in order to see how on a quiz we might be expected to apply these concepts. So we might be given a categorical proposition and asked to state its quality, its quantity, as well as whether its subject and predicate are distributed. So here we have some symphony orchestras are organizations on the brink of bankruptcy. We see this as a sentence of the form some SRP, which is an I claim. The I claim here is making a particular claim in the affirmative. So the quality is affirmative, the quantity is particular. What about the distribution? We could simply memorize that I claims distribute neither, or we could think through drawing the Venn diagram and realize that no statement is being made about the entire class of either S or P. So we would state that the subject and the predicate terms are both undistributed. Another way you might be asked to apply these concepts is to be given a proposition and to change its quality but not its quantity. Here we have an A claim, which is universal and affirmative. If we were asked to change its quality but not its quantity, that means we want to turn it into a negative claim that is still universal. A negative claim that is still universal here would turn into no drunk drivers or threats to others on the highway. So we're still making a universal claim, but now it's negative and it has the same subject and the same predicate term. So there you have it, a few examples of how to apply the concepts of quality, quantity, and distribution to the sort of questions you might see on a quiz, exam, or problem set. Good luck.